Well, it's finally here, and we're kind of sad about it. The final week of the summer of Swift.
Yeah, the first farewell from the Porch segment this week finds soon-to-retire veteran reporter Jim Swift recalling a significantly smaller Austin, Texas.
But even in that smaller city, growth and quality of life were already butting heads.
Back in 1995, the population of the five-county Austin Metropolitan Area finally hit 1 million people. It was a mischievous milestone, conjuring both pride and dread.
Frontage debris search. National Creek record took care of that. Not a big problem for you. MLK, that blue street lights are on flash. Nice.
Clearly, there are some things about growth that quite simply reek.
Airborne for KHFI. I'm buck naked.
Traffic.
This traffic situation.
Waiting 30 minutes for a traffic light to change.
Crime's up.
Overdevelopment, the wrong places.
They've obstructed the view of the Capitol.
I don't want us to lose our kind of liberal town kind of attitude.
It's continuing to get more and more liberal, and I'm not real thrilled about that.
This is the oldest house in Travis County. It was built around 1840, and in the century and a half since this first development, big city complaints have become commonplace. But when it comes to the blues of being big, some of the worst aggravations may stem not so much from the big stuff like crime and traffic, as it does from the little things.
Urbanization is why this fence is here.
Little things like the huge iron fence that had to be put up around Zilker Gardens to keep people from tearing them up.
We would find liquor bottles, we would find needles and other drug paraphernalia, we would find condoms.
And yet, growth also means jobs and opportunities. When Dennis Burns' company transferred him to Austin, he and his wife were delighted, even though she had never been here.
People said that people were real friendly here. You wouldn't have all that fast pace that you have in a city like Houston. And we watched the sun set as we came in yesterday. It looked like electrifying because it had like a white line going across it around the clouds. It was just so pretty. You know, and I thought, this is home.
I do think Austin's the perfect size.
Good people and good country.
Well, once you get to Austin, you just can't leave.
There is entertainment here that just cannot be beat.
We still act small, and I like that a lot about Austin.
We can't build a wall around the city. There's lots of us who love to do that, but we can't do it. So what I think we have to do is shore up our walls of spirit, so that people who do come here become infected by the magic that is this place.
Traffic Watch on KLBJ AM with Senior Sergeant Sam Cox. How are they doing, Sam? I'll tell you what, Mark, it is great to be alive and well in Austin. Another beautiful day in paradise. Although we've got a little heavy traffic around the old capital city. This report brought to you.
Jim Swift, KXAN News 36, Nightcast.
Now, 13 years later, the Capital Area Council of Governments estimates the current five-county area population to be right at 1,850,000. And, says the council, between 45 and 90 more people move here every single day.
Scary numbers, huh?
Wow.
Well, there'll be one more Summer of Swift installment at 6 o'clock Wednesday night, and then the finale arrives on Friday. On KXAN News at 5 o'clock, Jim sits down with our Sally Hernandez to talk about his long career here. He talks about how it began and the great moments along the way. Then at 6 o'clock, it's time for his final story from the Porch before he begins his well-deserved retirement.